So how are your New Year's resolutions going? Yeah, they're going good. Got a lot of New Year's resolutions planned for 2018 though. I don't know about this year. End of January. The word New Year's resolution sounds old to you. And it's so funny. Like, a New Year's resolution is meant to go throughout the whole year. But as soon as February comes, it's just like, yeah, old news. I find that funny because the whole purpose of this video is goal setting. Goal setting is the most crucial thing that I feel like people mess up all the time. Because most times, yeah, we have something, we think about this one goal, or we want to do this, but we don't have a proper approach, or we don't care about it too much. And I completely get it. Like, this YouTube stuff right here, like, you know how long it actually took me to make this? Like, I've been thinking about making YouTube channels since like October, November 2016. And like, I physically wrote it down and I followed certain steps that I will be speaking about further in this video. And it just made me feel like I needed to do it. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, like, I hesitated here, I hesitated there, but at the end of the day, like, I am doing it. Or well, like, when you guys watch it, like, I already did it. You know, and like, that's the great thing. Like, sometimes it just takes a certain way to look, it's a certain lens to look at something to make you understand, hey, maybe I'm not doing this right. And that's what this is going to do for you. So, first things first, these videos are going to be set up in three different parts. So there's going to be the self-analysis. When I sit here and I ask you a bunch of questions that you obviously can't answer because this is a video, but like, ask yourself these questions, write them down if you want to. And this is going to help you see where your level playing ground is. Where are you really standing in terms of achieving this goal, or in terms of caring for this goal, etc., etc. Second part is the new approach. So the new approach doesn't necessarily mean you're going to learn something new. I want you to go at the new approach with a high O. And a high O means a high openness to understanding what is actually going on. Because on average, let's say I could be saying the same thing your mom was telling you, but you don't have the same amount of O as if you were listening to me per se. So I want you to come in here, listen to these videos, close your mind off from what you already know, and open your mind as if you were just born again and you're just hearing new information. I'm telling you, it'll be so much more effective, I promise you guys. The third part is observation. This part, unfortunately, I won't be there for you guys. I mean, you can call me up or email me, whatever, and I'll try and reach out to you guys. But observation, I personally feel, is the most important part, because this is you observing how you're interpreting your learning. Because most of the stuff I'm going to be speaking about in my videos is applicational learning. So you actually have to apply it to understand why it works. So that's going to be the observation part. Self-analysis. So, okay, you have a goal in mind. Everyone has goals. What is your goal? Pause the video for a second. What is your goal? Is this goal actually significant and purposeful? Okay. Is this goal significant and purposeful to you? Okay. Like, think about it. Like, let's say your goal was to make sure your room was clean all the time. Is that purposeful to? Okay, of course you need to keep your room clean, but like, or is that just your mom on your shoulder and you want to just make sure she's happy? Okay. Are these goals realistic? Like, are they realistically attainable? Like, can you actually attain these goals? Yeah, I want to lose 1,000 pounds in the gym. Oh yeah, sure, great, congrats. I want to see this. Make it realistic, like, please. Like, I'm not telling you to make the bar low. Like, honestly, create a goal, reach a little bit higher than it. But there's always a threshold. Like, you can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have a ceiling. Sometimes people say, like, the sky's the limit. Like, yes, to an extent, because you can create a realistic goal. Yeah, I want to lose 1,000 pounds, but when you get to like 300 pounds, you're gonna lose that motivation. You're not gonna care anymore, and that goal's gone. Like, like, there's no point in sugarcoating life. Life is not sweet. That's my quote. I love that quote. Do not sugarcoat life. Don't, yeah, you can do anything you want if you put your mind. Yeah, put your mind to it and act upon it as well. It doesn't just happen because you think it works. It's not how life works. So the last question I'm going to ask you guys, what avenue are you taking to achieve this goal? So I'll use the gym as an example. Great example. A lot of people have that as a New Year's resolution. All right. So your avenue is, okay, I want to go to the gym. All right. So how often are you going to the gym? Okay. 3, 4 times a week. Okay, great. What are you doing in the gym? Oh, I don't know. I'm just on the treadmill here and there. Okay. What are you eating? I don't know, some veggies and fruits and, a little smoothie here and there. All right. Analyze those things even more. What are you doing in the gym and why are you doing them? Now that you got all these self-analysis questions out of the way, this was you analyzing yourself and figuring out how you actually operate. Now is to figure out what you can do to improve on your previous operations. This is the new approach. You may know these things already, but actually accept them and use them because these are 100% effective. Make this goal personal. Always, that's the first step. Always make it personal. You want to be selfish with your goals because yeah, sure, your mom cares if you clean your room, but do you actually care? When midterms come and you start stressing or work picks up, forget it. I'm taking my hand, throwing. I don't care. Like I'll pick it up in 2 years or 10. You don't care. Make it personal for yourself so you care to achieve it. So for the goal, yeah, I want to lose weight because I want to be healthier. So make it actually personalized towards yourself so you care. Second thing I want to bring is bring your idea into the physical world. And this actually works psychologically. Literally write it down and use a blue pen. Fun fact, if you use a blue pen, it helps you remember better. So use this and write it down. As I said again with my YouTube video, I was humming and hawing. I didn't know if I wanted to do it or not. I wrote it down and I just felt obligated. I'm like, okay, I have to do it. And I would tell people all around me. So like people watching this, remember when I told you I was gonna do this? Now I felt like that obligation. Like there's no, oh hey Andrew, like what happened to that video? I was like, yeah, that video. You know what I mean? Like you actually feel like you need to do this. So make sure you actually go out and turn your ideas into the physical world. Okay, also implement a tracking system. So a way to actually know how effective you're approaching this goal. So, let's use the gym example again. Great example. I like the gym. I go to the gym often. Okay, so, all right. So you're going to the gym. How often are you going? Okay, 3 times a week. All right. What are you doing in the gym? What are you tracking? You track yourself while you're actually in the gym. It's okay, you're gonna do 30 minutes of cardio, and then you're gonna go do back and biceps, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then within those, how many reps did you do? And how many full reps did you actually do? Because yeah, like, oh, let me just do 2 little half ones, and I say, oh yeah, I did 10. Don't do that. Like, don't cheat yourself. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, anyways, so create a tracking system that actually works so you know what you're doing much more effectively. Very, very effective. This is something you know like within your head, but you don't actually know you're doing it. So I'm gonna say it. Avoid moral licensing. Licensing. Okay, you know what I mean anyways. That is that concept where, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to go to the gym 4 times a week, but all right, oh yeah, midterms are coming up and oh, I'm stressing, I don't know what to do. All right, so I went 2 times a week. But on the 3rd day, I walked a lot and I ate good. Why are you trying to convince yourself? That is where you go wrong. No, you said 4 times a week. Go 4 times a week. Do not cheat yourself. Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, people will go and they do this moral licensing. You know what that does? You're adding credit for tomorrow. And what that is, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. But when tomorrow comes, you feel much easier to let it off because you already did it yesterday. That's moral licensing. So please, like, not even for the sake of yourself, for the sake of me. I don't probably even know some of you guys, but don't do this. Like, you're just gonna cheat yourself and just make yourself go much down. I actually care to bring everyone up. Like, the point of these YouTube videos are to actually make sure everyone reaches their inner potential, because like people don't understand the strength of the mind, and it's so sad. And we see it in today's generation. We do know this, but we don't understand how to change it. And I want to change it. What I really love doing with the observation, well, first off, when you're observing yourself, actually while you're doing these goals, so you have a will and a won't. And what you do is when you actually go to the gym, that's your will. Like, you're willing to do it. But sometimes your won't kicks in, and okay, you see that McDonald's burger, oh, they have a promotional deal. Oh, Thai sauce, jeez, like, oh, I was eating good for a week and a half, like, this won't be too bad. Your I won't is gonna kick in and make sure you don't get that. Observe, literally observe every time you have your I will and I won't. So your I will is you actually going towards your goal, and your I won't is stopping you from going towards your goal. So figuring out when you use your I will and I won't will actually make you understand much more effectively why or why not you haven't achieved your goals. And finally, for observation, grade yourself. Literally, like grade yourself as if it was an exam. So let's say you were supposed to go to the gym 5 times a week and you went one time. That's automatic 20%. You just got a 20%. Like, you failed. Like, I'm sorry. Like, wow. Congrats. Within that 20%, and I want you to, like, micro-analyze. So within that 20%, all right, you were in that gym one time a day. All right, and you were supposed to go on the treadmill for 30 minutes. But you only went for 15. Oh, well, at least I went to the gym. Moral licensing. Stop that right now. Please stop. Stop. You went for 15 minutes. So you know what that just did? You just went from 20% to 10%. So you just got 10% for the whole week. Now you're understanding where you're messing up and how bad. So you still have 90% of improvement to go. Please do this, guys, because if you actually care to achieve your goal and you care to apply everything, I promise you it's going to be so effective. Thank you so much for listening to me, guys. If you have any questions, actually, feel free to look down here. Email me whenever you want, and I'll get back to you. Even if you have video ideas, let's say you want to learn how to practice your willpower, or you want to learn how to analyze people, message me, and I will actually create videos for you guys, because this is for you guys. It's not for me. I already know this. It costs a candle nothing to bring flame to another candle. So I'm already lit. You know what I mean? So if you guys want help, I got you guys. Send me an email. I'll reach back out to you. I'll make some videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And share it to your friend's friend and your friend's dogs, uncles, cats, sisters, nieces, nephews, grandson. Because, like, honestly, guys, I really care to make a difference. And you just clicking one button is making me reach out to other people. And that's the great thing about social media. People say social media is bad, but maybe you're just using it wrong. So I like to lead these off with a question of the day. What was that thing that's always been stopping you from accomplishing your goals? Okay. Now, what are you going to do to stop that?